Hello, my name is Kyle and I've been working out for 20 years straight. This is my single arm cable workout for back and biceps. When you've been training for a long time, you need to mix it up, try something new to keep it fresh and exciting, and this is what I came up with. First, I started with a single arm lat pull down, and as you can see, I really focus on a deep stretch at the top. If you followed along with my previous videos, I always mention how important it is to get the muscle stretch at the end range of motion. This allows you to get some of the most muscle damage possible, and it also helps you feel the muscle. As you can see, I'm touching my lat. That way I have a better mind-muscle connection. So it's a very good idea when you're doing a new movement to just take one hand, or a training partner can do this for you, and tap the muscle or just touch the muscle. That way you're completely focused on the muscle that you're working. So if you can see here at the top, I'm going up nice and slow and getting a full stretch in my lat. I did 4 sets of 15 and my lats were fully pumped by the end of this. And then I went to a single arm cable row with the bench to help stabilize. Anytime you're doing some type of horizontal row, is a very good idea to have something to brace yourself, like a bench. You can do these with dumbbells as well. But if you have access to a cable machine, I actually prefer it because you get a nice, steady, and even tension throughout the entire movement. It's also fairly easy to set up and to change weights. You don't need to pick up a bunch of dumbbells and move them around. If you have access to a cable machine, highly recommend it. After 20 years, I just started using one and I absolutely love it. 4 sets of 15 with this. And then I went to rear delts. When you're doing your rear delts, you want to round your upper back, pretend you're at a poker table, and the more chips that you can gather up, the more you get. So this is a single arm rear delt fly. I'm keeping my arm as straight as possible and really reaching forward. Again, like the lat pull down, I'm really getting that deep stretch at the top of the movement. And typically, like I mentioned, you want to be touching the muscle you're working. For some reason, I'm not here, but in the next set, you'll see that I am. As you can see, right even before the first rep, I'm touching that small rear delt just so I remember what I'm focusing on. Even after 20 years, I still have to do this, and it helps tremendously. Rear delts are a fairly small muscle, so you want to go a little bit lighter so the larger muscles around don't take over the work. And the whole time you're just focusing on trying to get into the perfect position to really maximize that muscle stimuli. Again, my arm is perfectly straight and I'm holding the top to get a deep, deep stretch. This is probably the best rear delt exercise I've ever used in my life. I only managed to do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, and then my muscle was just way too engorged with blood to do anymore. It was the perfect amount. And here I am showing you that cue to really round your back and reach forward the whole time, like you're trying to take as many poker chips from the table as possible. And then I chose just one single biceps exercise. I did 3 sets of 10 only, which is very little volume compared to what a lot of people do and compared to what I've done in the past. But if you're doing a movement properly, you need a lot less sets and reps than you think. So as you can see, my arms are all the way back and my upper arm stays in the same position, only my lower arm moves. At the very end range of motion, that's the absolute maximum range of motion your biceps can be in. So you do not need a lot of weight and you get a super deep stretch. Try to keep your hands close to your body. If they come too far out, it puts more emphasis on your chest. So make sure to hug those arms in as much as you can. Again, I did 3 sets of 10 reps. When I start, I try to get into the most perfect maximized stretch biceps position, and then at every single rep I try to create that exact same tension at the end. Give these ones a try. They're quite amazing. I only use 40 pounds here, which is not much at all. You know you've done a good set when the last few reps feels like battery acid is pumping through the muscle, and that's what I got on the last few sets here. And then for my core, I did these cable Paloff twists. A lot of people do Paloff presses and holds. This is actually the first time I've ever done a twist, and it was pretty awesome. It's a full body movement. Your legs have to work super hard. Keep your feet about shoulder width and keep your midsection super rigid. I only did 10 reps and 5-second hold at the end, and I felt pretty amazing just from doing 3 sets of these. And then I'll show you one more time. This was the last set. Keep your arms just slightly bent. The cable should be around shoulder height. And you can go a little bit past right in front of you. You can twist to the other side a little bit, but just try to stay super rigid. Don't use a lot of momentum. Keep your feet shoulder width. Give these a try. They're pretty fun. Good luck, have fun.